So these are the mushroom spores. But you can see they're little dowels, and they've got the spores in them and on them. I ordered them offline. They keep in this. I have to keep them in the fridge so I go to use them. But here they are. And then these is the jugs I'm going to use. These is like your water jugs that you get and fill up. Anyhow, they have to be clean, which these are clean. I've got to put drain holes in them. Like, you know, randomly. Not drain holes, but holes in them, and that's where I'll put the mushroom dowel at. But before I do that, I got to fill them with the sterilized straw. Sanitize, sterilize, whatever the word is. Anyhow, so I'm going to cut this here off the lid, because I'm not stuffing straw through this little top opening up in here. I mean, it's little. Yeah, I'm not stuffing straw down in that. So I'm going to cut the lid off. I'll put my holes in it, and then I'll put the straw down into it, and we'll stuff the dowels in from there. Okay. It's very noisy, and I'm not cutting it straight, so you know, you get to understanding what I'm going for here. I know I'm going to leave a hinge on. Okay, so there you go. See, I left a hinge on it there. That way it's still attached. And that will be what I stuffed the straw into. Now I'm just going to poke a bunch of holes in here so that I can have room to put the dowels in. Okay, if you can see here, I've got a hole here, and I put another one here, and I'm working on one here, and this is proving to be difficult because these ain't big enough to put the dowel in, so I have to extend the hole. But you can see what I'm doing though. I'm just going to randomly place the holes in here, and then we'll take her from there. Okay, so with the mushrooms that I'm going to grow in them jugs, I got to sterilize some straw. Well, I mean, sterilize it to the best of my ability as a whatever farm person with no sterilizing machinery. So I'm just going to put it all here in this metal tin, and then I'm going to dump boiling hot water on it and let it set for a bit, and then that is what I will stuff that bucket with. But you know, I'm pretty much what I'm doing is just trying to get rid of the seeds that may or may not be in the straw, because this will be what stuffs down inside the jug that I showed you. But that's what I'm working on, sterilizing this here straw. Okay, so this is boiling water, and I'm just going to dump it right yes, on my finger. Gosh darn it. There we go. And as you can see, and then I got another pan I'll bring out and put on, and I'll just kind of let it set and push into it. Not with my hand, because that hurt real bad. And that'll help clean the straw up, and then I'll stuff it in my container there. But yeah, so anyway, I gotta get my other pan of water in here, get it all good and clean and wet, and we'll take her from there. Okay, so I had the straw. It's wet but not soaked. I'm just gonna stuff it way down in here. Ugh. Get it in here good and tight. And I'm going to fill it all the way up regardless as to how I think it's going to go in here. And then I'll tape this shut, and then I'll stick the dowels in. They said you want it wet, not sopping wet, but you need the moist, cool environment for the mushrooms to spore. Oh goodness. And then you can see here, it's full. I'm going to squeeze it all in there better, tape it up, and take her from there. Okay, so you can see it's stuffed full. And now I'm going to tape it shut where I had cut it open for easier doing. I can't find duct tape. The daughter used it yesterday. The son used it actually. So anyhow, this needs dried off. And then I got blue painter's tape because, well, that's how I'm going to roll today with unorganization leading the way. So let's get this here dried off. Okay, it's dry. And I'm just going to start kind of back here where the hinge was. And do my level best here. Clearly. It's more difficult than, I think I'm making it more difficult than it should be, but I'm really struggling here. Okay, anyhow, let's see. Taped it back shut. Now I just gotta take my spores and stick them down into the holes here. Now the directions that I got with the mushrooms called to do it on a piece of wood and then stick it outside, and then you wait 6 months. But my friends have done it this way with a lot of success. And, you know, I'd rather have faster reward for the mushrooms than waiting it out. So let me get these spores put in here. Okay, so I'm just going to do 1 spore per hole. I'm assuming that's about it right there. Some of these holes are going to be tight. But, yeah, so anyhow. We'll see. If it works, awesome. If it don't, I've got 100 spores, so I should be able to figure it out. Again, there's multiple different kinds of mushrooms that you can get like this to grow. So, you know, do what you like. I started with shiitakes. My friends did the oysters, and she said they had so many mushrooms it wasn't funny. Anyhow, that hole's a bit snug. I'm gonna just kind of go with it here. But that's it. I'm getting these, and then when they're done, I'll put them in my closet just because I know it's a dark, cool location. Keep my door shut, and it'll definitely stay cool in there. And I'll just check on it periodically and have mushrooms. So we'll just check back in on it at a later time. Otherwise, hopefully I get to enjoy the fungi of my labor. That was corny. All right, here we go. Okay, so I stuffed it up. I had 22 holes in this here jug. You can see I labeled it shiitake 1227. Put 22 holes in there. If you look close, you can see the dowels down in there. Straw is wet, so that's it. That's all I got to do now, aside from hurry up and wait. But there we go. And that way I know how much I got going here. And now this is open. I got 6 months to use these up in. So I'm going to probably make some swaps with my friends, do some bartering, get a different brand of mushroom too, or breed.